In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some unknown entity or law? Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control over their own will. These are the words that I always think about when I think about Berserk. I always think about the, opening of Berserk, the 1996 anime, which was the anime that, introduced me to Berserk. And today we get to see the final chapter that Kentaro Miura, the author of Berserk, worked on. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I got this book, the first volume of Berserk. I got literally the day after I heard that Kentaro Miura died, he passed away, and of course I got this book. I made a video talking about Miura's death and stuff like that. And today I'm here to make another video on Berserk, and today's video is going to be about me talking about the final chapter that Kentaro Miura worked on, the final page, everything about this chapter, because this pretty much could mean the end of Berserk. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if we do get the continuation of Berserk, yes, I would be happy to see the continuation, but knowing that the continuation is not going to be done by Kentaro Miura, it's going to be done by someone else, I'd be really sad every time I would read those pages. I think that I wouldn't read Berserk as much because of knowing that, Berserk is not being written by Kentaro Miura anymore. He passed away. And in a way, this chapter kind of, embodied what Kentaro Miura was feeling, how hard he works, and it was, it was done really, really well in this chapter of Berserk. Like, when we got to see the page, I can't really show it here on the screen because of copyright reasons, but when I got to see the page of Guts swinging his sword, and he lets go, not because he wants to, but because his hand, he can't, his hand lost its grip, it lost its strength, and you got to see Guts' hand shaking. When I saw that, my heart dropped. It dropped because not only it meant that Guts, because of him using the Berserk armor, it's affecting his body, we already know this, right? It's affecting some of his vision, and it's also affecting, his, arm. It's affecting his arm. His arm is becoming numb to the point where he can't really hold the sword properly, right? That not only meant that Guts wasn't able to be, work to be a swordsman for long, right? But also kind of showed how Miura was, right? He worked and worked and worked and worked and worked to the point that he couldn't write anymore. To the point where he would drop his pen. He would drop his pen and he wouldn't be able to write, right? And this, when I saw that page, I was really sad because finding out that Kentaro Miura died, right? Overwork, heart problems, and then seeing that panel, I got really, really sad. I got really emotional, right? I got really emotional when I saw that. And, overall, this chapter was great. It was a really great chapter. I loved seeing Guts interacting with the Golden Boy, which is pretty much his son, right? Them interacting together, seeing Guts looking up in the sky, right? Him being happy that he's with the Moon Child, his supposed son. He doesn't really know, but he somehow feels connected to this boy, right? And seeing them two together was really, really nice, right? Seeing the others' reaction, seeing the Golden Boy in, the forest that they're in, right? They were surprised to see him, right? And then the cliffhanger at the end really, confirmed a suspicion of all of us that the golden boy, the moonlight boy, he was Griffith. In the morning, he is Griffith. At night, he is the moonlight boy. And of course, a lot of people are pretty excited about this because it pretty much confirmed one of their theories, right? It was kind of hinted. But this, pretty much confirmed the theory that yes, Griffith is the golden boy, right, and the moonlight boy, right, and it was really great. But this, like the ending of this chapter, was the final page that Kentaro Miura worked on. Okay, let's just think about this for a sec. Before he died, this was the final page that he worked on, right? Final page that he worked on, and the text was just amazing, as it also it conveyed somewhat of Miura's feelings. You could say it in a way where Griffith goes like, sometimes at night I have a dream of being a boy, but when I wake up, that feeling disappears with a teardrop. And that was impactful. It was really, really impactful. It's as if Kentaro Miura was pretty much saying, in a way, goodbye. And I know that the way I'm speaking today is a bit depressed, a bit sad, but this is just the way that I'm feeling, right? I'm feeling a bit depressed today because, just reading this whole thing of Berserk, this whole chapter, got me really emotional. So apologies if you guys can't handle me talking like this, and if I sound a bit quiet, apologies. But yeah, like that final page, it can mean so many things. It meant so many things. It's pretty much Kentaro Miura saying goodbye in a way, right? Showing Griffith meeting up with Guts, right, and Kasuga and the rest, right? Of course, you can think like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Are they going to confront each other? What's gonna happen? Are they gonna fight? Are they just gonna talk? What is gonna be Kasuga's reaction? What is gonna be Guts' reaction to seeing Griffith? We might never know. We might never know what will happen, because, like I said, this is the final chapter that Kentaro Miura worked on. And if this series continues, if they decide to continue with this story, of course we will find out Gus and Kasuga's reaction. But at the same time, it's going to feel a little bit empty. It's going to feel a bit empty because this is not written by Kentaro Miura. This is made by his assistant. Someone else, someone other than Kentaro Miura, will carry on the story. And I'm a bit sad about it, right? As a fan of Berserk, I would love it to continue. I would love Berserk to continue going because I love this series so much. I love Berserk so much. But at the same time that I do, I'm also thinking like, this story is not being written by the same author. I don't know if I can continue reading Berserk. I don't know, because knowing that if Berserk ever continues, if they decide, oh, okay, final chapter of Berserk, but let's have a continuation in another, another Berserk, like Berserk after the Fantasia arc, or Berserk Fantasia, something like that. I don't know if I'll carry on reading. It, but if we never get a continuation to Berserk, if this really is the final chapter of Berserk, I am really, really satisfied. I really am satisfied with this chapter. I couldn't have asked more, right? 14 pages. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this chapter. I've got no complaints over this chapter. Yes, at the end, I was going to be like, oh, what is going to be Guts' reaction? What's going to be Kasuga's reaction? What's going to happen now that Griffith and Guts have met? Are they going to fight? Where are the other, the other monsters? Are they gonna come and help out Griffith? What's gonna happen? That's intriguing, and I really want to know. But at the same time, if we never get to see that, I am happy. I'm happy with the way that Berserk ended. If this is the final chapter, if we're never gonna get Berserk again, I am happy. Now, if you guys have read this chapter, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy this chapter like I did? And tell me your thoughts about the entire series overall. Tell me your thoughts on the whole Berserk series, right? Like, give me your story of Berserk, right? Tell me your journey with Berserk, right? Please, tell me your journey with Berserk. How did you start to read Berserk, right? What got you into Berserk? Was it the anime? Was other people talking about Berserk? Was it the manga? Did you pick up in a bookstore by chance and start reading from there? What is your story? I would love to know your story with Berserk, how you guys started with Berserk up till now. But if you guys don't want to tell me that, that's fine. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, tell me your thoughts on this chapter. Tell me your thoughts on this series overall. And would you guys be happy if Berserk started again? If Berserk carried on from this chapter onwards, even though Kentaro Miura is not working on it? Would you like to have a continuation, or are you happy with, just having just this, chapter alone, chapter 364, just having this chapter, and then being the end of Berserk, this being the final chapter of Berserk, and never getting another chapter ever again? Would you mind that? Would you mind just having this chapter and being happy with it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut up right now. I think I've said enough. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.